Morning everyone, hope you are well and you've had a good week so far. Welcome to Mat Space today. As always, it's a pleasure to be guiding you through your yoga practice. As always, please do listen to your body if you're working with any injuries, any restrictions, anything that's going on. You know your body better than anyone, so please do take it at your own pace. If you want to challenge yourself more, then feel free to. If you just want to take it easier, then again, it's your practice. So there's no right or wrong, moving the body, working with the breath, and most importantly, having fun. So let's come down to our backs this morning. We're going to start laying down and either the legs out long with the arms down beside you, or if you've got anything going on in the lower back, it can feel really nice to bring the feet mat's width distance with a bend into the knees and bring the knees in towards each other. Or you can just keep the knees bent with the feet down onto the mat. So come to a comfortable position for you. And then just spend a few moments arriving, scanning the body, bringing the awareness, both mind and within the body. Soften the shoulders, the neck, the hips, all the areas we often store tension in, not just physical but mental, emotional. Softening the jaw, softening the gaze or close down the eyes, whichever's more comfortable for you. And then connect to the breath. So as you inhale, feel the sense of expansion through the tummy. Exhale, release through the nose, soften the tummy towards the spine. Again, inhale. And exhale. Melting the body. Deeper and deeper with every exhale. So maybe count the breath in for 4, out for 6. So the exhale is our cleansing, longer breath, and our inhale is our energetic breath. Just pause here for a few more moments. Good. And then slowly flickering the eyes open, give yourself a full body stretch. So point and flex the feet, reach the arms up overhead, find as much length within the body you can possibly find. Good, and then hug the knees in towards the chest, giving yourself a big squeeze. Maybe bring a little bit of movement side to side as you roll over the lower back. Good, and then come to stillness, and then take a knee in each hand and begin to take the knees in opposite directions. So the shoulders are nice and soft here. We're just working into the hips. Good, and then taking the knees in the opposite direction. Find that softness to the neck, the jaw. Good, and then come to stillness. Hug the right knee in, interlace the hands around the right shin as we lengthen the left leg along the mat. If you're feeling a bit of compression through the hip joint, you can bring the leg, the thigh, slightly outside the rib cage to hug it in deeply. Good, pausing here. Breathe in and around this right hip. And then the next option, you might want to come to your half happy baby. But if you're coming here, just be mindful that the chest stays broad, the shoulders stay soft, and the neck is soft. We're not clenching everything to reach for this foot. Good. Soften the jaw, the teeth. That's it. And then release the right leg, hug the left knee in. Good, and then take it slightly outside the rib cage if you have any tension or compression, bone on bone compression. Maybe reach for the outside of the left foot coming into our half happy baby. Just noticing what's going on around the hips. How does this side feel to the other side? Do you feel more open? Do you feel more restriction? Notice how the body responds. So we want to give the body time. Good, then release the left leg down. Good. So we're going to come into our twist now. So shift the hips slightly to the left. Lift the legs and draw the legs over to the right. Either cactus the arms or bring the arms out long, whatever's most comfortable for you. Softening the shoulders down. Either gaze up to the ceiling or take the gaze over the left shoulder. Just notice what's going on, where you're feeling this, and use the breath. So the breath creates a space wherever we're feeling any tension, tightness, and the exhale you soften and relax. One more breath here. Good. Squeeze the tummy as we bring the legs back to centre, release the legs down. Just pause as we centralise the hips in the middle of the mat again, and then take the hips to the right, lift the legs come over towards the left. Good, so soften the jaw, either gaze up at the ceiling or over to the right. Shoulders are soft, neck soft, and we're surrendering the hips down. So just start to connect to your physical body. Notice where you're holding tension, perhaps holding the breath. One more breath here. Good. Squeeze the tummy as we bring it back to centre. Release the legs down, adjust the hips in the middle of the mat. Good. So coming into our core work to start with. So what we're going to do is we're going to come into our crunches. So bring the hands behind the head, interlace the fingers, and we want to keep the elbows as wide as we can with the tuck of the chin, so the neck is nice and long, and allow the head to become as heavy as possible, okay? So take a deep breath in, squeeze the core in, belly draws in, exhale, crunch up, squeeze at the top, inhale to release, exhale, squeeze, extra squeeze at the top, and release. Head is nice and heavy, as little tension in the neck as possible. Good, just building that heat, getting that core nice and active. That's it, 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold, draw the belly in, release the neck into the hands, head into the hands, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release down. Good, well done. Okay, so now we're going to come into our toe taps, so our heel taps. So we're working the obliques. So you can either do this with bringing the head up, or you can, with the feet down, or you can do it with the knees over the hips, and we reach up a little bit more. Okay, so whatever you do, I'm going to do it with my feet down. So tuck the chin, squeeze the tummy, press the lower back down, find that curve, squeeze, 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 then touch. Left hand, left foot, right hand, right foot. Keep squeezing the tummy, especially when we go over to the side, really add that squeeze. Remembering to breathe. Good. Few more rounds. Really feeling that heat now. And release down. Good. Give the legs a big lengthen out. Reach the arms up. Nice. Good. And then bend the knees, and we're going to come into our glute bridges. So just get the spine nice and flowing. Just get the spine, front body open. So feet come to roughly hip width distance apart. Bring the hands down beside you. Before we go anywhere, think about pressing the soles of the feet down, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the front thigh, squeeze the tummy. Imagine you're pressing your grape down. Inhale, slowly rise up. Good. Squeeze at the top. Exhale to release down. Option to float the arms up overhead as well as we inhale. So imagine you're squeezing a pencil between the butt. Exhale. Good. Inhale. The whole length of the inhale brings you up. The whole length of the exhale brings you down. Keep squeezing the glutes. Press into the heels of the feet. Good. 2 more here. Nice. Last one. Good. Release down. Hug the knees in towards the chest. We're going to rock and roll up and down the spine, coming to a seated position. That's it. Good, coming all the way up. Good, cross the legs, roll over the knees or come to one side. We're going to come to our tabletop, our cat-cow. So spread the fingers nice and wide. Press firmly into the fingertips, and we want the wrists underneath the elbows, underneath the shoulders, and the knees underneath the hips. So as we inhale, soften the belly, chest draws through, take the gaze forwards. Good. As we exhale, squeeze everything in. Chin draws into the chest, really find that doming through the shoulders. Holding for the inhale brings you to your cow pose. Exhale to your angry cat. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Come to your neutral tabletop. Spreading the fingers nice and wide. Tuck the toes. Coming to our first down dog. So lift the hips nice and high. Good. Give a little pedal through the legs. So not forcing the body into a shape here, just adjusting, making subtle movements, changes. Just notice if the neck is tense, if so, maybe nod the head yes and no, ease as much tension out. Glide the shoulders towards the hips. Good. Really feel that movement through the feet. Well done. And then pause and come to stillness. Bend the knees, gaze forwards, walk the hands, walk the feet all the way to meet the hands. Good. Coming into our ragdoll, so deep bend in the knees, soften the belly over the thighs, just checking in with the head. So options here, you can either keep the arms nice and heavy, you can also take hold of opposite elbows, or what can feel really nice is interlace the hands around the base of the skull, adding a little bit of traction to the neck, to find softness. And just breathe here, whichever option you choose, find the breath. Good, and then release the hands down if they're not down. Keep the knees bent, scoop the belly in, slowly come up on the inhale unless you have low blood pressure, in which case come up on the exhale. Belly draws in, coming all the way to the top of the mat. Good. So we're going to come work through our sun salutations, get the heart rate nice and high. Bring the toes to touch, bring the hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge down, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the tummy. Folding down, bring as much bend to the knees as you need to. Inhale for your halfway lift. Think about the spine doing the work. Exhale, release the hands down, step back to plank. Good, pause in your plank, nice strong, tuck the tailbone under slightly, press through the hands. Imagine you're drawing the hands towards each other, squeeze the tummy, squeeze the glute. Exhale, release the knees, untuck the toes, lower all the way down, elbows in, moving with control. Inhale, come to baby cobra, press the tops of the feet down, press the pubic bone down, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, release down. Inhale, coming onto our knees, tuck the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale. At the bottom of the exhale, walk, step, float lightly to the top of the mat. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale to soften down. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, release the hands through heart center. Good. Let's go again. Inhale. Exhale, fold down. Bend the knees if needed, not forcing the body. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back plank. Good. Come through your vinyasa, either with the knees down or lower to your tummy through high plank, all the way down, untuck the toes. Tops of the feet, pubic bone, press in. Inhale, come to our baby cobra. Maybe lift the hands, draw the shoulder blades together, broaden through the chest, squeeze the glutes. Exhale to release down. Inhale, coming onto our knees, tuck the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale. At the bottom of the exhale, walk, step, float lightly to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to release down. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, release the hands through heart center. Inhale, swoop the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold down to our forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, place the hands down, step the right foot back, release the right knee down, coming to our low lunge. So just make sure that the left knee is roughly over the ankle, foot facing forwards. Imagine we draw the left heel back and the right knee forward. So we're isometrically contracting through the inner thighs, working with our strength here. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the tummy as we inhale, come up to our low lunge. Use the core to find that length. Shoulders are soft as we reach the arms up. There may be a little bit of elevation through the shoulders. This is absolutely fine. Palms in, just don't force them down, if that makes sense. Exhale, release the hands down. Step back to plank, come through your vinyasa. Either cobra or upward facing dog. Whichever you choose, making sure you've got strength. Shoulders are soft, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, sweep the right leg into the air, gazing forwards, right foot steps to the top of the mat. Release the left knee down. Draw the right heel back, left knee forward, right knee over the ankle. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the tummy. Inhale, come up to our low lunge. Good. Use the core, find that length through the spine. Exhale, release the hands down. Step the left foot forwards to meet the right. Inhale for our halfway lift. Exhale, release down. Good. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, release the hands through heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold down to our forward fold. Inhale for our halfway lift. Exhale, release, step the left foot back. Release the left knee down. Pause here. Draw the right heel back, left knee forward. Scissor the inner thighs together. Inhale, lift up. Good. Squeeze the core. Active through the arms. Fingers engaged. So nice and strong here. Press the right foot down. Exhale, release the hands. Step back plank. Come through your vinyasa. Good. Back bend of your choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, left leg sweeps up. Step the left foot forwards, release the right knee down. Draw the left heel back, right knee forwards. Inhale, come to our low lunge. Nice. Squeeze the inner thighs, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, release the hands through heart center. Release the hands to the mat, Step the right foot forwards, come to our halfway lift. Good. Exhale to release down. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, release the hands through heart center. Good. Coming to the middle of the mat for a little bit of balancing now. So ground the left foot down. Bring lightness to the right. Good. Bring the hands to the hip as we turn the right knee out and bring the right foot to either the ankle, the inner shin, or up to the inner thigh. Nice and strong here through the glutes, coming to our tree pose. So make sure the hips don't shoot out. We want to squeeze everything to the midline. Find your still point to focus on, and then bring your hands to your heart center. Find that still gaze. Good. Draw the right knee back without drawing the left hip with you. That's it. Well done. Then draw the right knee forwards and place it back down. Good. Give a little shimmy to the legs. Coming to the other side. So bring your weight, strength through this right leg. Come to the left tiptoes. Bring the hands to the hips as we rotate that left knee out. Good. Bring the left foot to either the ankle, the inner shin, or to the inner thigh. Just avoid the knee. Good. Press firmly, squeeze up through the center of the body. Hands to your heart center. Nice. Super strong through that right leg. This is our base, our stable leg. Good. Soften the jaw. Find that still point to focus on. Good. Whoopsie. Find your balance. Allow any sways to happen. Good. Draw the left knee forwards and release the left leg down. And give a little shimmy to the legs. Good. So come to the center of the mat, coming through our chair pose. The big toes can either stay together with a little part in the ankles, or you can bring the feet hip width distance apart, completely up to you. As we inhale, bring the weight into the heels, start to bend the knees as we reach the arms either forwards in line with the shoulders or up. Squeeze the tummy, squeeze the glutes, lift the toes, just to make sure that the weight is coming back to the heels. And just gaze that you can see the toes over the knees. Squeeze everything here so we're nice and strong. Good. Then we're going to lift the right heel up. Keep everything super stable here. Release the right heel down. Left heel lifts. Good. Left heel releases down. Right heel lifts. Good. And down. Left heel. Keep alternating or come up with both heels and down. Both heels and down. Both heels and down. Getting that strength through the ankles. That range of motion. Good. Keep breathing. Checking with the tummy. Good. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Exhale, fold down to our fold. Nice. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, ground the hands and walk the feet back to downward facing dog. Good. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Release the knees down, coming to our wide leg child's pose. Knees come wide, big toes come to touch as we send the hips back towards the heels. Good. Softening the hips down. Option to keep the elbows and the forearms down, or you can come to your fingertips too. Good. Soften around the back, the hips, and it can feel really nice rolling over the forehead too, adding a little bit of ease through the neck. Good. And then slowly come to stillness. Ground the hands, walk the hands underneath the shoulders, pressing ourselves up, and then bring the knees together, and we're going to slide down to one hip. Good. And then we're going to come to our forward fold, but what I want you to do is keep the knees bent here, and we want to encourage the belly towards the thighs. So we don't want to we don't want to pull on our sciatic nerve. So when we're ready, bend the knees, flex the feet, inhale, reach the arms up overhead. As we exhale, reach forwards, either take hold of the shins, the feet, or the big toes. As we inhale, draw the chest through, then exhale, soften down. Good. Maybe walk the hips back a little bit, but we don't want to lock the knees out. Good. Pause here. Draw the heels back. So press the heels down and imagine you're drawing them back. Squeeze the hip flexors, squeeze the tummy. Good. So we're not going to our full knee extension here. We're keeping a bend into the knees. Good. Breathing here. Shoulders are soft. Nice. And then slowly come all the way up. Keep the left leg long. Hug the right knee in. Take the hands around the ball of the right foot. So grow nice and tall. Hug that right thigh as close as you can to the sit bone. Flex the left foot, hover the right foot off of the mat. Good. Squeeze everything here. Maybe start finding a little bit of length through that right leg. Good. Keep squeezing. Nice. Maybe find full extension here. Press through the right heel. Draw the shoulders. Keep a little micro bend in the right knee. Lift through the front thigh. Good. Breathing here. Trying to keep that belly as close to the right thigh as you can. We're here for 5, 4, shoulders are soft, 3, 2, and 1. Release that leg down and change sides. Right leg lengthens, hug the left knee in. Interlace the hands around the ball of the foot. Hug the left thigh as close as you can. Flex the right foot, maybe hover the left leg. Good. Maybe bring it a little bit closer. Can we keep that thigh belly connection, length through the spine, squeeze the tummy, then maybe start to bring a little bit more length, but keep micro bend into that left knee, kick through the heel, flex the foot, shoulders are nice and soft. Good. Breathing here wherever you're feeling it. Nice. Tall through the chest, tilt the pelvis. 2 more breaths here. Good, then rebend that knee, lengthen the left leg, good. And then give the legs a little shimmy here. Okay, so coming into our twist before we come down. So come to a cross leg position. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Reach the right arm forwards, left arm comes behind, As we then twist to the left, take the right hand to the left knee. Keep a little micro bend in the left elbow. Stay tall through the spine. Keep a gentle tuck of the chin. Really squeeze the tummy in. Good. One more breath here. Nice. Inhale, center. Reach the arms up. Left arm comes forward. Right hand behind. Find that length. Exhale, twist. Then take the left hand to the right knee. Good. Breathing here. Keep the tummy drawing in. Nice. Gentle tuck of the chin. Good. Coming back to center. And then we're going to fold over the knees. So bring the hands to the shoulders. Opposite hand, opposite shoulder. Draw the chin, draw the elbows in towards the belly as we lightly fold over the legs. Good. Breathing here. You can also place the elbows down as a support to rest the head onto the arms. 2 more breaths here. Good. Slowly coming up. Change the cross of the legs. Change the cross of the hands. So the other arm crosses over first. Draw the elbows in as we lightly fold over the legs. Good. Just allow gravity to draw you down, not forcing anything here. 2 more breaths. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Good. Slowly rising up. Well done. Bring the hands behind you. Draw the knees up and we're going to come down onto our backs. Optional roll down if you want a bit of extra core work, or you can come straight down onto your back. Give yourself a full body stretch. Point and flex the feet. Good. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a well-deserved hug. Bring the forehead up to meet the knees. Squeeze yourself into that tiny, tiny ball. Good. Then release everything down, preparing for your Shavasana. So lengthen the legs out. Soften the legs. Palms facing up. Soften the shoulders. Come to that easy, natural breath and allow the body to just drift. Drift off to a place where you can surrender, where you let go of anything physical, mental, emotional, and you just allow the body to be. So scan the body and just say to yourself, soften, release, let go. Whichever word resonates with you. And then find your stillness, find your silence here. Spending as much time as you need here. Good. So I'm gonna end the practice here, but please do take as much time in your Shavasana as you need to. Thank you so much for joining. I wish you a lovely rest of your day. Hopefully see you soon on the mat. Take care. Namaste.